Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting episode of this stream for Field of Glory Empires. So, when last we left our heroes, we had become a glorious aristocratic republic, which means we are getting a significant increase in our loyalty, which actually also increases our culture production for the purposes of advancement. We're increasing our legacy by quite a bit here. And, yeah, let's see where that puts us now. Hey, look at that! We're second only to the Seleucids in total legacy, though the Iberii, Carthage, Alani, Moria, Sparta, and Rati, they're all going faster than we are. I think that's because we only got to this point because we got that plus 150 decision that we made when we improved our, I think it was when we improved our boats. We got like a flat 150. We'd be way further behind in legacy if that was the case. So we still need to increase our legacy pretty significantly in order to stay at the head of the pack here. The other thing, though, I'm very concerned about is this is probably going to increase a lot. Definitely going to increase a lot. Like, we'll be lucky to stay at 1.0 next turn. So we've got to adjust for that right now. Any and all cities that can should produce some form of culture generation. That's not going to help. I mean, loyalty does help, but I don't want to increase decadence and get loyalty at the same time. The coastal market gives us food and money. That's a pretty good combination, especially because if we free up the food production, we can send some of those citizens to culture. We don't need a weapons depot. Ooh. A warehouse just gives us an infrastructure bonus. Same difference here. And that's a tier 2 building. That's even better. Ooh. Produces wool. We can already get wool. So let's just build the warehouse. And what we'll do is we'll take one of these citizens down here and one of these citizens down here. So we're producing more culture, which actually does increase our loyalty a little bit. Let's see. What other provinces can produce things? This is a mountainous province? Yeah, so you're never going to get a lot of good stuff being produced there. We may be able to get a second tier road. I think you can't get the third tier road, though. So I'm wondering if we should consider... Campania's already got that. Sanitation, almost always a good thing. But tavern, ooh, gives us quite a bit of money. See, the provinces around Campania, we want to fill with things that take advantage of all of the trade goods in Campania. So this looks like it would be a pretty huge boost to our income. And it also gives us extra loyalty, which is good. And it'll give us one step closer towards tier 2 culture building. So let's do that here. I'm also going to move food production up here because we got a lot of infrastructure production, but not a lot of food. We'll get more food there at some point. So what's our other big areas? I want to see what's our population situation. Okay, so these two, and if I can take Etruscan, Etruria, I want to take that eventually. But right now I want to get our, our decadency under control. So it looks like this is incredibly low population. These are high, 18, 14, and 13. So let's keep up with this getting increased. Okay, finally we're getting rid of the religious trouble. The pacification is almost gone here, so we'll be doing much better in the near future. But let's give them something else to hang their hat on. Right now, their infrastructure is actually a big problem. That's kind of weak. Ugh, I hate to use that infrastructure building. A gambling ring gives us loyalty, taxation, but decadence. Dang it, we don't want any of these things, I don't think. We've already got 2 health buildings. I do like that this one gives us manpower, though. Ooh, an oil mill. We don't have oil yet. We might just take this. I mean, it sucks, but that's okay. It's kind of way down here. Let's do the oil mill. You know the other thing I meant to look up? Is there a link in here? There's not. I'm going to pull it up real quick. I want to look up in the manual. Maybe it doesn't have a link to the manual here. Because I think trade can also go out through ports, and I want to make sure I understand how that works, because I didn't see a way to import things through ports yet. All right, pulling this up in the other, let's just look up trade real quick. 50, page 50. Of the 214 pages, we're looking for page 50. Trading and trade goods. Yeah. An automatic import happens if they're in trade range. But how does trade range apply to sea routes? Does it actually need to go through the trade range there? No, that's not what we're looking for. Dang it. I'm looking from my... Okay, here we go. Trading and trade range. Maybe I'll look this up next time, so I don't want to waste your guys' time here. I mean, maybe it's just... If we click on this building, for example, and look at this, trade details. Yeah, okay. Because this trade range is 6. And it is importing things over sea routes just because it has a port, and it's counting the sea routes as part of the distance. Good to know. But what are we importing from way over there? We're getting sails, hemp, and cattle. And we're getting flax. Somehow we're getting flax from Ptolemaic Egypt, even though isn't flax also available? Like, right next door? Don't we have flax over here somewhere? We're definitely producing flax a lot closer, but Ptolemaic Egypt must have a really high trade acumen. Yes, it's an 8. Holy crap. Whereas this province is only a 1. Huh. I wonder, does that 8 come from buildings? Where was it? Was it here? 3, 3, 8. Jewelry shop. Yeah, look at that. A trade center gives you +5. Wonder if there's other bonuses that they have. But that's definitely what we're going to want to look for. Our trading center has 0 acumen. So we're going to need to fix that pretty soon. Okay, Rome itself. This is one of our cultural hubs. So we're going to want to keep thinking about... an amphitheater is green, which means it doesn't use a slot. That might be an upgrade to our current theater. But it needs silk, so we're paying through the nose for it. So that is unacceptable. A harbor does give us siege resist 3 and extra manpower. And we do need more manpower. I'm kind of... well, we're actually at our max right now. Shipyard level 1. Lift fog of war in adjacent seas. Boarding cost. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. I don't think we need a weapons depot. We've got quite a decent amount of equipment production here. Do we need more infrastructure to get a tier 2 infrastructure building? Maybe. We don't actually have any food production here. And don't we already produce hemp? Isn't that a local trade resource? Ah, but we can't sell it anywhere. Because we need the hemp field to produce hemp. So yeah, let's build a hemp field for sure. Alright, now this poor place was raided again. We defeated them, which is good. We're getting a monument, which is also good. But it needs to grow faster. Oh, a colonia. Has little walls on it. That's good. So we've got walls there and a garrison. And we've got a palisade here. So that's actually good. I was worried about that particular... Let's look at the province overview. Building 3 things here. Only building 1 thing here. So let's definitely build some more stuff. Piscinium over here. This is another plains area. It should be able to grow lots of stuff. Flax. Salt House would be a better way to continue to grow this and turn Piscinium into another sort of major urban hub. Ooh. A bronze works. That just gives us metal, though. Oops. Dang it. Let's go with the Salt House for them. And that's better than nothing. Alright. We received a progress token. I'm now concerned that we're going to get a regression token like this very next turn. And we're going to start becoming an old republic. And while I do like lightsabers, I'm not sure that's going to be good for our particular playthrough. Oh, let me pop back in here so I can see the chat. Hey there. Okay, sorry. Hey, Mental. And Bolt Simmons, welcome. Oh, yeah, we dropped down 17 places here. Not too far. I thought we'd drop down further. I guess the other empires we're competing against aren't doing that well. It would have been really easy to just stay as a stable republic for a long time, but you don't get legacy that way. We did agree on those things. Dalmatia wants something. They want to give me money and metal, and they want me to relinquish the objective Arabo and provide them with 3 Italian foot. You know something I found out? Theoretically, when I provide the foot units, it costs me money. If I read that correctly, that seems to be the case. But I do kind of want to relinquish this objective. I think if I do, then I get a new objective, which may be up here, and I kind of want one up there. Let's look at our current objectives. Yeah, it's 2 over in Dalmatia. That's why they want me to relinquish it. But I don't want to. Let's just not do it. And Syracuse, what do they want? We have a cordial relationship. They want more Italian foot. I'm going to see if I can figure this out. So, we've got basically 1,100 total next turn. We should have 1,150 next turn if this doesn't cost anything more than it's being listed. If we have less than 1150 next turn, I need to be concerned. I'm giving them troops because I think they're in a war with Carthage and I want them to, you know, win. Having disposed of the most powerful enemies, the patrician party is now governing Rome. They are very good diplomats. Bonus of 20% to the acceptance chance of treaties. And 10 extra chances per turn to improve relationships with other nations. Okay. They're also very good at military. Fantastic. Well, there's nothing wrong there. Raise loyalty and reduce unrest with religious buildings. We don't have any of those, so adding a feast to the calendar reduces tax income. I don't want to mess with the money right now. Yeah, we have a lot of manpower, and that's what it's saying here. We can convert that to gold. We can convert that to metal. Let's convert it to gold. So now we said 1150. Now this going into effect is going to get us to 1450 next turn. That's what we should have. If not, then there's something I'm understanding differently. Okay, they finished a building here already. So this one's got to get more infrastructure. Okay, wheelmaker missing a bonus of 15. They can't import lumber? I thought lumber was nearby. Where's my lumber? Lumber's right here. It's 2 away. Is their trade range really that low? No, their trade range is 6. Oh! It said it would need to import it. Oh, it's a bonus resource. Now I understand. Bonus resource. Bonus resources are never imported. I'm going to get this just because... Oh, this is also a free building slot. It's hard not to take free building slots. But our infrastructure does need propping up in this city. Alright. Let's see. What's going on down here? Do we have options for military defensive buildings? Not that. A farm? Yes, let's always build farms. Every province should have a farm, otherwise it's not going to grow very well. We have new generals available to serve. Let's make sure we have the best one on here. The 2-1 might be our best. Yeah. Let's just stick with that. Now, what is this 7? Oh, I thought that was 712 troops. It's 7 plus 12, so we got 19 troops there. They're being slowly eaten by them. The Boii actually got pretty big, didn't they? And we've got more slots open here. Tiberius. What can we build here? Extra food and health infrastructure goes down too. What about... We're looking for money and metal. I mean, we might have a problem with metal in the future. A blacksmith wouldn't be bad. But I'm going to continue to push for the production. I'm sorry, the growth there. Now, the other thing I'm supposed to notice here is over time, if you park your... Maybe we put garrison them. Maybe that's necessary. If you park your armies in an area that has a master armorsmith, it's supposed to upgrade those armies, those units. I haven't seen the message saying that they're being upgraded, nor... Oh, there it is. Defense +1. Okay, so they are being upgraded. They don't have to be garrisoned in order to be upgraded. So this one isn't upgraded yet. Let me mute this for you so that doesn't happen again. There we go. Okay. So, I guess we're going to go to the next turn and hope that we can get a little bit more culture in the building options soon. Did the Etruscans just beat them back? I think they might have. Maybe I can get the Etruscans as a client state right now and then absorb them in the future. They're currently probably very concerned about the other power there. No, the roads definitely reach that southern city mental. It's the fact that the Egyptians are just much better negotiators when it comes to the trade. That's what I was looking at before, the trade acumen of the region. Regions will reshuffle some of their building proposals with an emphasis on harbors, walls, or workshops. That's interesting. Oh, it can't be triggered because we need an academy in order to shuffle things around in that favor. Dang. The boy attacked again. Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm getting tired of this. I specifically did a lot of diplomacy with them, hoping to stop this. We have a cooperation agreement. Why are they still attacking me? I'm not giving them anything. We're just going to build a bigger... You know what? We'll just park these guys right up here. We're not going to get to take advantage of, you know, getting that extra point of defense. Unless everybody's already got it. It looks like it's... Oh, no, not everybody got it. Almost everybody got it, though. Okay. For decisions, we only have the religious decision available. So we finished a building here in Picenium. We've got a bunch of slots here. Okay, first, culture. Only if we had papyrus. Damn it! That's a very expensive way to reduce decadence. Coastal market. We've got a bonus from fish. That's a lot of food and money. And that will allow us to take a couple citizens and redistribute them down here for more culture production. Okay, I'm okay with that. Meanwhile, we're looking at other options over here. Anchorage, no. Gambling ring, no. Stop it with the gambling. We're looking at maybe one more health building. I do like these salt houses. And we're importing it from our own area, so it'll actually gain us gold to do that. Okay. What's our situation? Let's see where we are this turn. Yeah, if I send the army up there, it'll stop those stupid incursions cold. I hope. Alright, we're actually at +2. We've gained a little bit of ground here. We have to look and see where we are relative. Because remember, the number of possible nations can change. We need a higher trading Achaemen for that. Syracuse is seeking an alliance from us. They are currently have these cooperation treaties. They're not actually at war with Carthage right now. I wonder if an alliance would make them more likely to be a client state. They are also glorious, interestingly enough. Oh, wow. Carthage is getting pretty big. I might agree to that just to check Carthage so that they'll think twice. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. Merchants of our nation are the ones bringing wealth and goods to our citizens. They must be helped by all means. Set up relays and resting places for the merchants. It's a temporary +2. In addition to extra resting places, we'll set up stables with cheap replacement horses, smiths for the repair of wagons, blah, blah, blah. +5 for 18 turns. +3 and 1 trade range. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, we gained a progress. Nice. Go back into there. I want to look at this first. Okay. Costs a lot of money. But +7 trading Achaemen and 2 range for 18 turns. No, we don't want that. I don't know if this is going to help us. But I guess we'll find out. Like, does that make us enough money to make it worthwhile? This, let's see. Trading Achaemen. Commerce bonus is a good thing, and I definitely want this here. Whoa! The large warehouse goes from an infrastructure building to a not infrastructure building. That's interesting. We need tools. We're not building tools anywhere. Oh, we need papyrus. There's no papyrus anywhere. We can't get any buildings that build it. Up here, we're still building that. And we've got our army there. Let's see if we can offer the Etruscans a client state situation. Oh, no. Our legacy overshadows theirs, and I own some of their objectives. That's the biggest one. But our relationship is also bad. I mean, I could just fight you instead. What's their current situation? They're still at war with the Celtii. Celticii, the Celts. So yeah, what is our diplomacy overlay here if we do that again? -5. Why is it -5? Because of distance? Is that the only thing that's affecting it? not sure where that 13 comes from. Yeah, the 13 is their relationship to us. Oh, distant is just the name of it. They're distant. They're not tightly close with us. Okay. I don't know if I want to take more territory right now because we're just barely in the top rank of the nations for progress. It is going up each turn here. But who knows? Others might be doing that as well. All right. Rome can get another trade slot. Or another building here. Fortune teller. Ugh. Coin maker. Decadence increase. Ooh, military academy. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Culture 11 as well. It's just very expensive. It doesn't even cost anything, any trade resources. It's just expensive to pay for a military academy. But this is exactly where we want it in Rome. I kind of wanted to build the farm that was also there in Rome, but you can't have everything. All right, this city is finally no longer impacted by all those negatives we had before. So what can we give them? A cultural site, conversion bonus. That's helpful because we got a lot of Hellenic troops here, people here. So let's do that. We're getting the bank there. I think because the bank is so expensive, I don't think we want to do anything else in that location. Here, we can do something else. The military academy is actually really expensive, so let's not do anything else here. Okay. 1450. That's exactly where we expected to be before. I don't know if we remembered to look at it correctly, but I feel like we've done 2 turns since then by mistake. Plus 150 in gold is okay. All right. We gained 1 position. And we're currently leading in legacy points, but again, that's going to change because we're only producing 8. I wish it showed, like, yeah, our current progress is 37, but which way is it going? Like, the relationship between us and Syracuse is at 37, but is it going up or down, and why? I feel like it's missing that. Political overlay. This just shows, yeah. Relationships. This is just good versus bad relationship. But I don't think it'll show. No. Another trade deal from the Boyai. They want us to give money for their metal. No, thank you, sir. Ooh. Have the workers work harder. We lose loyalty but gain infrastructure production. Or they get 3 infrastructure points per population. Really? Just for free? Forever? Or no, this is just a single... Okay, a single shot. I don't think we want to spend that money. If we need to build a new army, we need to have a nice war chest. Oh. When the conditions are met, new colonies will be founded in 2 regions. You'll also gain a one-time reward of 150 legacy points. The regions of the Padus River in northern Italy are good bulwarks against barbarian raids by invasions. By investing in their developed military colony, you'll gain extra population, and some military installations will prove useful in the future. The condition is... Owned capital, yes. Owned region owner stance in Padus is equal to owned by us. Padus, Liguria, yeah, so this wants us to go conquer northern Italy. And Venetia, too. How long is this available? 36 turns, so I guess we need to start conquering stuff. We can start with the Etruscans. They're at war with the Celticii. And now they're going to be at war with us. Shall we get one more something? Maybe light infantry? It would be nice to have some ships, like these Covis warships. We should build a navy, right? Doesn't have to be big. Let's just build 5 Covis warships. I think the only reason to build the light warships is because they travel faster. But if you put them in with the Covis warships, then the whole fleet moves slower. So if we have to chase down pirates or something, the light warships might be better. But for now, that's where we are. Alright. Well, we are almost ready. What do we got going on down here? A fair gives us lots of money! Holy moly! And we can get pottery from Latium because their trade range is large enough. But that's amazing. We're going to take that fair. Over here, we're still building the bank. Up here, we got buildings. So, we're good to go. We're going to go take down the Etruscans. Rome's got strong enough walls. If they try to come into Rome, we'll be fine. We're still 24. We gained a progress point. We might be an empire yet. I think that's our next step. Emissaries have reached us from Aetolia. Greek city-state. Okay. Okay. So this is going to get us to 1100. If we do no other changes, we should have 1100 next turn. Let's see if that's the case. These guys are proposing a deal. We're going to reject it so that we can make sure we understand how that works. Dacia wants a cooperation agreement? No. No. Yes, we did. No. Ay. Spend metal to acquire money or manpower. No. Actually, metal for money might not be bad. Sell the metal to get a bunch of money. Or manpower. I'm actually going to do this one because we have a lot of metal and our max is what it is. I like that these decisions kind of come up when you need them. Like they have trigger conditions and things like that. It's very good. Okay, so instead of the 1100 we were expecting, we're going to now have 1600. That's good. Anyway, this city has 2 walls. They have a very small garrison. Let's just try assaulting it directly. I'm going to see how that works out for us. Actually, what do we know about these guys? Their combat power 68. Let's go destroy the army first. These guys are in the city. Yes, these guys are in the city. We'll have them join up with these guys. And we'll give them a general just so that they've, in case. Alright. So with all that having happened, let's hit the button and see if we get to the 1600 we expect. Oh, did they go to... Oh. Oh. Well, that's a little problematic. Ooh, we lost a position. Ugh, need more culture. It looked like mutually beneficial transaction treaty. Yes, we did. Oh, Syracuse is another proposal. We did not get to 1,600. We are actually 150 short of it, which means that it's true that you pay 75 per troop that you're supplying to others. So the 100 and the 50 are not enough to cover that. They're asking me to just give stuff away. So no, I don't think so. So if the other force is gone, we could go and siege this before the Celticii do their thing. Meanwhile, I'm going to head my fleet over here just to see what's going on. And what's the situation vis-a-vis buildings? Still building the military academy, still building the bank. And this is going to finish the monument here, which is good. This such low population, we need them to be better. Oh, Rome versus the Etruscans. We crushed them. I'm concerned now that we're going to have not enough to win the next battle against the city there. Oh. Maybe we don't get a battle against the city because of the... And did we gain that area as well? I don't know why we got it instead of the Celtics there. Dalmatia proposing a trade deal. See, 3 times 75, that's still not enough, and I don't need the metal that badly. I don't remember what my maximum is, but I'm not that close. I don't want you to have it. Go away. I like distributing the slaves. You don't get this very often, and you don't want too many slaves in a single location, because then you get a lot of possibility of slave revolts. We gained Etruria. Excellent. Oh, that's interesting. So the Etruscans somehow took back their territory at the same time. We gained a bunch of money from that. We gained a progress token. And they gained a seat of power of the Celts. So, does it show... Okay, yeah, it does kind of show the effectiveness of these forces. So maybe we come back here and replenish our forces, just because we don't want to suffer a major defeat. The loyalty here is not huge, and there's nothing we can do about that. But I don't want them to come back and take it. How can we improve the loyalty situation here? That doesn't really do anything at all. Let's take the people off money and put them over here. Damn it, I need it to be above 50. Ugh. Really not great. And it's because of this here, culture penalty 50. So it's kind of useless at the moment. And the loyalty penalty 20 here is also a big problem. So I can't rest and recover in this newly conquered area, which, you know, it makes sense. Walls 1 of 1. Do we want to risk the army by assaulting and taking some areas right now? Can't do here. That's too big. That's too strong. But I think we can do this. We're ordering the assault into Arnus. See, these are all part of Italia Superior, so they don't give me a lot of decadence when I take them. Still building the military academy and the bank. So, somebody told me there was a button to scroll to the next idle city. I'm not sure that's the case. The ledger appears to be the main way to look that up. Does this have any things that will help us quick? Money and loyalty. It's actually a very large city, so loyalty is not a bad thing to have here. Olive oil and honey. If we get more of those, that's good. But we can trade wine with ourselves. Let's do that. Start that building. Over here, they finished the monument, which is great. What do they have available? No, not a weapons depot. Build a farm, I guess. I hate to do... There we go. Theater. Okay. It's going to take a long damn time, but that culture is going to help us. But, you know, a farm would help us even more because it'll allow us to move these guys off of farming and into infrastructure. We're actually going to do that, aren't we? There we go. Whoop, too many. I hate that you just can't move slaves around. You have to always move slaves and any citizens at the same time and then move them back. It's very annoying. All right. So this is finally, Amelia is finally kind of getting into a decent size where it's going to be able to have some major impact on us here. New population in Piceum, which means we got an extra building slot there. What do they have available? Fortune teller. Anchorage is good for siege resistance. So yes, there's no reason not to build an anchorage unless you have something else you really, really need. Huge food income, though. Wow. We'll have the anchorage opportunity again fairly soon, I think. That's a lot of food. To that end, we're going to move some guys down here. We're going to move some other guys down here to money. And maybe we'll move one to infrastructure. Because the food there is already real good, and we're about to get even better. Okay, let's see how our army fares here. Okay. This is the strongly fortified assault on the walled city without any breaches. Let's see what happens. All these forces... That's loud, I hate that. All these forces back here are not participating in the combat. That's the biggest problem. That's why the frontage is a problem here. But we did exhaust them. So let's see what happens next. So 2 terrain defense. See, this is why I'm confused. 3 terrain defense, 2 terrain defense. Whatever. We've still got the advantage. Yep. Good deal. Oh yeah, we crushed it. Won that too. Okay, we win anyway. Even though... And our troops are veterans and elites, which massively increases their minimum roll. So even if you get screwed on the roll, you still get a minimum of 6. That's crazy. And we killed everybody on pursuit phase. Okay. Excellent. Oh, that was a battle that was... Oh, they came out and attacked us, and because it was the garrison attacking us from the city, we gained control of the city, I guess. I don't know that we told them to assault there. See, the Seleucids just overcame us in legacy points, and now we're no longer eligible for progress, because our ratio is falling. That's not going up by much. This has gone up 25 since the last turn. Ouch, because we just took over some areas that have their own decadence values. And actually, we're not going to order the assault. We're just going to siege these guys down. The siege will happen very quick, and then we won't have to worry about being... Yeah, because, actually, these guys are fully effective. Somehow they gained hit points and stuff back. A couple of them have a couple of hit points down, but their effectiveness is still at full. So yeah, let's assault. Do it. Meanwhile, I guess these guys are just going to hang out in here. I assume they're costing us money. But it's better to have a navy receiving 1 slaves after the battle, because we have a slave market here. Okay. Ooh, a market will get us much closer to having better trade acumen, but that's not the area we wanted in, is it? Salt House. Flax Field. This is the place that didn't have the trade range to import flax, did it? Yeah, it's importing flax. Oh, it's doing so from our own territory. So building a flax field gives us some food and saves us 2 money. What are the other options? A loyalty bonus. Basically for free. That's a good one. Because as these cities get bigger, we're going to need the loyalty. But we don't need it right now. So let's take the food to help the growth. I don't know if there's a better option for food, though. Let's get food and health. That's a better option. Yep, definitely. All right, so this is still building the military academy. This is no longer building the bank. We have the bank, ladies and gentlemen. We get a slave market for money, but decadence increases. This would just make sure that slaves are sometimes sent to this city. I don't know that we need that right now. Provides wool, which is good. A fortune teller. Loyalty bonus, which we don't need just yet. Let's get the wool. We're now providing... Look how many manufactured trade goods we got here. We can't even fit them all on the screen. So that's what we're trying to do. Now we need to get the trade acumen up here a lot. Oh, it is. It's 8. Why is it so high? The bank? Oh, we have the special bonus from the the decision we took. All of our areas are going up. But I don't think it was by 8. So the trade acumen must have a default in amount. I think it was by 5. Maybe it was by 8. Anyway. So these areas... This one's got some unrest problems, however. Partly because it's been raided, so that lowers their loyalty. It's under pacification, and it's occupied. But I think the occupation one's going to go away in a second, and that doesn't actually have any effect. Over here, we're building the farm. In Rome, we've got 3 going. Down here, we've got 2 going. We could do 1 more, definitely. Down in the boot. Defenses? Ugh, we don't want a weapons depot. I want defenses. A brickwork would help, because they are very low on their infrastructure. All right, let's see if we finish crushing the Etruscans this turn. That gets us slightly closer to that objective we have to do. View the report. Yep, we crushed them. Excellent. So those areas are now ours. And we have to potentially prepare for a war against the Celts. Etruscan is proposing peace, but like they already are gone. That's kind of a weird byproduct of the way the current system works. They proposed peace last turn, but also got crushed last turn. You'd think they should just suppress the peace negotiation, but a new decision. We already did this, didn't we? Change our recruitment policy to get more money. Yeah, we got too many people. That's good. Yes, we gained a progress point. Awesome. All right, so this is now Italia Superior, completely ours. Etruria has got to build some new stuff. How about a school? How about a school? Needs papyrus. Trading required, but it can get it from somewhere, apparently. Decadence reduction in a large city like this, that's pretty good. Where can we get papyrus from? I guess I gotta find out. It doesn't use any slots, so schools are definitely good. Gives us a culture. I don't understand why it doesn't say it's going to cost us money. Unless, are we already trading for papyrus in the city? No. Yes, we're already paying for papyrus. One of these buildings already uses it. So getting another building that requires papyrus won't cost any extra. This will actually make that worthwhile. Let's do it. All right, so those three are fine. Down here, we can definitely get one more thing. They received more slaves down in Apulia here. Flaxfield, no. Wheelmaker, I think Wheelmaker, yes. It's only a 5. It does use a building slot, which is a big pain. Oh, wow, we have way too many people on that. A tavern. Bingo. We have all bonus resources, which is crazy good. And a loyalty bonus to boot? Yeah, we're doing that. What about this poor sap over here? Let's send the army over there to A, get some R&R, and B, fight off any raids from either of these factions. Hopefully these guys like us more now. What's the situation? They're at 17. It does slowly go up thanks to our cooperation treaty. Syracuse really likes us because of the alliance. So all of these people we have a cooperation treaty with, that relationship is slowly getting better. Does it say by how much per turn? Diplomacy clauses. Yeah, we already kind of know what all those things are. Allows gradual improvement in relationship between two nations, but does not come with any other advantages of the regular alliance. Yeah. So I don't think there's anybody we can demand a client-state relationship with at the moment. The Celts hate us. And that's okay, because we need to go crush them too. It looks like they've got 2 armies, though. Oh, that's their fleet. They've got a big fleet. Holy crap. 5. Let's see. Combat power, 48. What's our fleet's combat power? 75 with only 5 units. Wow, our Corvus ships are real good. We lost a general. All right, keep going. We only have some, I don't know, 30 more turns, maybe 29 more turns to take northern Italy to get those bonuses. Oh, we're still 24. We are this close. We are potentially 2 more turns away from becoming an empire, which is a little early because it's 270 BC. Syracuse wants to trade. They want us to give manpower and foot troops, and they'll give us a tiny bit of money? Are they at war right now? No, you're not getting any of that. Dacia is asking for a form of cooperation. Here's my concern. Dacia here these must be my objectives. Why is this? No, mine are over here. So I guess Dacia can have a cooperation treaty. Let's get, we're going to be neighbors eventually, so why not? Macedonia wants one. Macedonia has been crunched by the Antigonids. Wow, look at this. Talk about your border gore. How the hell does Seleucids have this territory? Is it occupied? Yeah, I know. No, but it's got the plague. So somehow these pieces got ceded to the Seleucids when the Antigonids collapsed or something here. Oh, that's what occupied looks like? Maybe? Under pacification. I don't know why that looks the way it does. Anyway. Progress token, yay. And we're still gaining on that, right? Yeah, 214. We're still going up in the ratio a little bit at a time. But, geez, +6 last turn? Yikes. That's because we got to stop conquering things. We need more schools and cultural stuff. Money and metal and a lot of infrastructure. A blacksmith is hard to turn down when you've got both the iron and the copper available. Ooh, a gymnasium. That's cool. We don't need a hemp field. Yeah, let's take the blacksmith there. And what's the rest of the situation here? Okay, the rest of that is good. Ooh, we got a lot of open slots. And we need to build some buildings in them. A wax workshop needs honey. It makes us a little bit of money, but without the honey, it's not a lot of money. For want of a better option here, let's take the smokehouse. Again, we're looking for better walls. But I wonder if I need to just pick up more of these red buildings before I can get walls. What's the tier 2 walls look like? Yeah, it is a tier 2 building. So we just need more red buildings to get better walls. We don't even have regular walls, so maybe not care about that so much. We don't have fish, but we might have it eventually. Ooh, a scriptorium. Cost us money. Yeah, if we had that, that would be good. Clean water, costs no slots. Gives us some health. Yeah, probably a no-brainer. Over here. Lots of money and food. Look at that. We'll gain some olive oil to the area. I think that's what we want. A granary. Siege resist 2 is good, but I think we want this extra money. A cultural site, actually. Yeah, cultural site. I do want to push this area to be more cultured. If we go up, we become an empire. So we go from Republic, which gives a commerce bonus, to an empire, which gives even more XP when a unit is created, and a cultural bonus of 15%. But decadence gain is increased by 10. Ooh. And it would be a young empire, too. Yeah, we're pretty close to that. I want to keep pushing the culture. And it looks like we still have a lot of extra infrastructure here, so we can continue to add buildings to this queue. Monument. Plus 10 culture, but also plus 2.5 decadence. That's not a bad trade-off. And it doesn't use a slot. Yep, that's a good pick. All right. So now I think we're ready. That one's fine. This one has its own thing. Boom. If we can become a young empire before we go to war with the Celtic people here, that would be ideal. Oh no, we slid 3 places. We're not going to get a progress token there. Because the more territories we take, the more decadence we take on. And our decadence is already going up every single turn. How's that situation? Ugh. Plus 5 last turn. Can we maneuver around some of our provinces to get a little bit more culture? We can. Why is it only getting a plus 3? Oh, under pacification. So, next turn will give us even more. That's good. These are under pacification too, aren't they? Oh, no, it's not. Wonder why that is the case. The local forces crush the invaders because we've got a massive army there. So yeah, it's not surprising. And here, I'm going to make this area here. So like Rome is like our main I want a secondary, like, recruitment center. So having an archery here to gain extra equipment, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Making this a minor military area. Same here. I want to make this a minor military area. So we have one in the north and one in the south that we can build up. Excellent. Palisade. That's what we were looking for. We can build up some forces here if we need to. If we can't afford to wait for the professional quote-unquote forces to come from Rome. We've got 5 open slots over in this area. Lots of space to grow. Ooh, what is this? Large farm. Yeah. We could make this a big... We've already got 51. Let's get some more everything. There we go. The large farm is going to make it even better. So that's great. That's great. I'm happy with most of what's going on here. What's with our... okay. So here's what I want to track, right? Lucania here is currently 58 Italic, 42 Hellenic. I don't know what causes that to change. Because you can see Hellenic citizens only have a productivity of 3, whereas Italic citizens have a productivity of 5. Across the whole thing. So getting them to be your culture is just better. And I know the manual says the more culture you're producing, the more likely they will be to switch to your ethnicity. I just want to pay attention and watch and make sure that that actually is actively happening in the background. Because I know I've seen decisions that let you do it, but I think it also happens passively. So 42 is the number of Hellenic people there. In 3 turns, the population is going to change. It's going to gain a population point, so that's going to change based on that. But we'll see if we can keep track of that. Because I think they naturally drift to your culture over time. As you assimilate them from having been conquered, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Okay, we jumped up. Fantastic. Fantastic. We only need 2 more turns where we gain some progress. Macedonia really wants, that cooperation treaty. We're going to say no. We don't want the other empires. Oops, sorry, I said no. We don't want the other empires to, the Alexander's successors to be mad at us. Dalmatia wants us to relinquish that objective. No. No, we'll get there eventually. Syracuse wants us to provide troops, and they're going to give us 250 money. Okay, see, this is... We will actually make some money here. So I think I'll agree to this. Again, because, I want Syracuse to be secure. Oh, we gained progress. So we've got 3 now. There's actually an objective right here. If we could just take that, we'll gain 1 progress point. So that the next time we gain a progress point, when we're sitting at 4, I'm going to war and taking it. And that'll push us into empire status. We'll lose our big bonus to getting bonus legacy, unfortunately, but we'll get an extra legacy from that too. Oh, good. They got rid of that palace, so that lowers our decadence level. Extortion of the governor. Ugh, that sucks. Corrupt governor. And down here, we still have 2 slots here. We're going to have to be very careful now that we're running out of slots. A granary gives us a bunch of food, which is good. Ooh, we kind of need this brickwork, don't we? It only gives us 6. Ooh, a major harbor doesn't cost us a slot. And we would gain some money from it. And manpower. Yeah, I think that's the option here. Or a noble district. Decadence, but loyalty also increases. Let's get the harbor. Because it doesn't use a slot. Anytime something doesn't use a slot, you cannot build that unless you have a slot. It's kind of counterintuitive. Hey, that thing doesn't cost a slot. Well, you don't have a slot. But I don't need one. Well, you don't have one. These taverns are great. And a loyalty increase to boot? Hard to say no to that. Ooh. We already have the oil mill in Apulia. And a fetus. Is that here? No, that's figs. Where's the oil? Olive oil. There it is. I wish you could, like in the Paradox ones, I wish I could click on this and it'll highlight all of the things that have olive oil. That really should be a thing. Looks like it's down here. 2 olive oils down there. So having another olive oil here in Rome is not terrible. What is this? Siege workshop. Lots of equipment. It requires leather, which we should already be importing to Rome, right? Yeah. We're already bringing this in. So that means this thing just costs 6 money, right? Maybe. I think this extra equipment is really going to be something useful down the line. Total provincial storage capacity. I don't understand. I guess the more equipment you produce, the more you can store? We got to find out if that's the case. 116 is what it's contributing to the storage capacity. So if we build this and it massively increases the amount of equipment we're building there, does that 116 increase? We're going to find out. All right. What else can we build? Here we can build something. What can we build? A training ground? No. Money and infrastructure provides coal. Campania has coal, but that's really far away. We don't have a source of coal in the north. But again, monument, culture, hey-oh. Let's take it. Ooh, Campania finally hit its peak. The maximum number of buildings we can build here. We'll get one more next turn, though. Cultural site, again, we just need to keep that decadence at bay for a little longer. So the decadence / corruption cannot be stopped. It can only get worse most of the time. When we evolve to a young empire, we'll lose a lot of sources of decadence. It's a very interesting system. Right now, our decadence is increasing every turn because we're glorious. They want to... No. 150. No, it's going to cost us 225. We'll lose money. So, like, right now, our sources of decadence, nation size, that eventually stabilizes. So the nation size increases until it hits a certain cap. When you add more territories, it'll then go up even further until it hits a cap. So nation size isn't going up. Structures isn't going up unless, you know, we add more structures that cause decadence. But the status age penalty, that's just going to keep going up forever as long as we are glorious or old. And then if you're decadent republic, then that goes up way faster. And the national modifiers is because we're glorious, we get 35% more decadence. I think that's where that comes from. So the decadence change this turn is eventually going to go down to +1 per turn because we're just getting +1 per turn as our government ages. And we have to counteract that by building more cultural buildings, which represent people fighting the corruption and the decadence in the government. So it went up by +13 last turn versus +3, so that's a big change. 282 to 231. We've made some pretty big adjustments. Okay, what do we got here? We can finally get a palisade for this stupid thing. Swamp draining is good too. Crafter district. Commerce bonus, no. Yeah, let's get the palisade. City walls. And then what do we got down here? This is the other place we were looking to build. Ah, city walls. Fantastic. This population grew, so we have one more building we can build here. If we don't like any of these choices, we're going to shuffle. It's already got lots of infrastructure and lots of food production. So even though the builder hall is real good, I don't want it. A theater is great. This is our secondary cultural hub. Rome is our first one. It's already at way high culture. This is going to be our second one. If we can get this over 1,000 culture, then we'll get more legacy each turn. Other places are, you know, they're going up. We're not focusing on it as much. Clannis. We probably could use one more slave market somewhere, just to make sure our slaves are spread out a little bit. And we have very few slaves in this one, so that's not a terrible idea. Yeah, let's do that to spread our slaves out a little bit. Alright, and we're still at 3. So let's hope we can hang on to our current position. And gain 1 progress. Come on! As soon as we do, we're going to war with the Celts. And declaring ourselves an empire. Now, if we do that, we lose our legacy bonuses until we become a glorious empire, which is very dangerous, because when you're a glorious empire, you have nowhere to go but down. I'm just going to say no to these most of the time. All right. We got a new decision, huh? The lighter ships were often used for commerce and smuggling and can be seized and then refitted for war at sea. A rich merchant also had bigger ships, and these two can be acquired forcefully. Moderate indemnity will be given to them. We don't need to just seize ships. We've got a navy. It's not a big navy, but it's good. All right. Over here, we built ourselves a palisade. Bonus of 10 from marble. I've been looking for marble. Where's this marble coming from? Is it next door? Oh, they make marble right here. Excellent. I didn't notice that. Where the hell's the marble coming from? Oh, it's just a naturally occurring resource, huh? Marble. Hey! There's a lot of things that need that marble. And now I can maybe export it if the other places have a long enough trade range to import it from there. But I think this is a 10 culture from the marble and 5 infrastructure. That's a good trade. That's good. All right. Down here, we could probably produce something else. What do I want to specialize this province in? Maybe getting us resources that we don't otherwise have. A furnace gets us metal. We might need that one day. Cultural site. Never mind. I saw the cultural site was available. I had to take it. And here, we're remembering we want to unlock the ability to recruit troops down here. Ooh, hang on. Public works. Too valuable to miss. Ugh. We'll get the cavalry next time. All right. We got a lot of open slots up here in Italia Superior. We need to continue building stuff up. We don't need a training ground, but a brickwork here will help us build other things. A farm will help us grow. Let's get the brickwork. We're a little behind on our infrastructure situation. Okay. Let's hope. Here it comes. I can feel it. Another progress. 35% chance. As long as we stay inside that top tier of nations. We stayed in. We're slipping down to 3rd in the legacy ranking, though. That 150 that we gained earlier is kind of no longer having a big enough effect. Okay, slave markets. Let's distribute them. I kind of want to free them because slaves are free to get, right? You just get them. It's extra population, but they cause so much more loyalty problems. Distributing them helps a little bit. No, we get a new population here. Nice. And we need something else in here. Over on the side, what can we do there? An anchorage is free, gets us free money, and resists sieges. Yeah. Let's take that. What else? This area down here has a lot of free slots. It has huge amounts of food income. We don't need more food. The growth is insane here right now. A candle shop will trade for wax and get us not much. I guess we'll get sanitation then. We have a lot of food income, but the 8% will help us in the long term. Down here, armorer. If we're gonna be getting any kind of recruitment in this area, then the equipment is gonna be something we need. Now, I was gonna pay attention to something, but now I can't remember what it was. You have 160 of 162 stockpiled here. My hypothesis was that when we build another building that gives us equipment, that maximum number goes up. Right? That's my hypothesis. That's right. We're going to watch the Siege Workshop when it completes. Excellent. So, this is going to get us a bunch more equipment being produced. Right now, this contributes 118 to the total provincial storage capacity. Why did it go up since the last time? I don't know. Let's find out. 118. Maybe it's the total population that matters. We crushed those bastards. I'm so tired of them. As soon as I finish with the Celts, the Boii are next. That's just, it's going to happen. All right. So the numbers we're looking at here, 118 and 314. Let's see what happens. I think we'll see that 118 go up fairly significantly. All right. Trade deal. Before we even look at the trade deal, let's look at before we forget. No, go away. Huh. So the storage capacity appears to not be based on the amount of equipment being produced, but it must be based on the I'll have to look that up. I don't know if that's in the rule book or not. Anyway, you know what I keep forgetting to look at? Oh, Italian foot. So both of the provinces allow me to build Italian foot. I wasn't sure, because it says that each province has a unique unit, but it looks like it's not really unique. Ooh, a Master Fletcher! 5 XPs when a unit is created. Apply only to archer skirmishers and skirmisher cavalries. And it gives reflex bows. I think this is a thing that makes all of our master buildings. Oh, God. That's going to take forever. Still going to take forever. Dang it. Oh, well. preserved food store. Get some money, a lot of health. Siege resist 3. You know, that's pretty good. I kind of want, in case we're ever losing wars in the north, I kind of want these areas to be like a bulwark against everything. So I think having a siege resist 3 addition here, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's add another building in Eternus. I think I've got to have city walls. It cost me 1 infrastructure, but if I don't at least have city walls in every core province and somebody comes trompsing through like some Hannibal-like figure, I'm going to kick myself, because the city walls at least force them to take slightly higher casualties and assault a province rather than just gaining it immediately upon walking in. So yeah, when we have the opportunity, I'm going to build those city walls. Doesn't necessarily have to upgrade to a palisade. It would be nice, but it doesn't have to. This is finishing that 1 slot building that we're going to get that. Over here, clear water will help this thing grow into a massive area. Needs papyrus, can be imported from trade delta. Already is being imported, apparently. Decadence reduction minus 40 is pretty good, because that's 40 per turn. And we have a lot of decadent stuff here. So yeah, let's get the Preceptor House. We already have, what is it, a school? I think we're getting papyrus for some reason, I think, here. Maybe we're not. Thought we were. Maybe it gives money and it's out, and it's going to be outsourced by paying off that money too. Okay. We need 1 more slot, maybe. Piscinium over here. What can it build? A monument! Duh! We're still in that top rank. But we need to be careful because we're losing our rank. So, +3 and +5. As long as our historical culture value increases by more than our decadence, we're doing okay. All right. We're still not getting that progress token. Come on! We did gain 1 level here, but it's a 35% chance no matter what each turn. I'm a little concerned we won't have time to finish off the Celts and get what we need. Let's look back at those decisions. Control this. I need 23 turns to finish taking Liguria, Tyrrhenia in Serbia, as well as Venetia and Ephesus. I know Liguria is where Genoa is. And Padus. It's like all these things up here, right? There's Padus, there's Liguria, Tyrrhenia, and Serbia. Those are the ones we need. We don't need the Feltria. And then we need, so these 2 right here, and then we need these 4 right there. That's our goal. That's not too bad. We can do that in like 10 turns. So we got time. I just don't want to launch the attack until we've gotten out of this glorious state that we're in. I think that's going to be problematic. Wait a minute, how could they have possibly crushed the defenders? Is it because I'm garrisoned? Maybe if I'm not garrisoned, then the army can fight the raids. They destroyed a monument? I have an army here! What am I paying them for? Son of a bitch. Alright. Umbria, right there in the middle. Remember, this has lots of resources, so we're looking for buildings that take advantage of those bonus resources. A theater. It's not a building that takes advantage of the bonus resources, but it's also good. An anchorage will help, and so will clear water. Or a population tribute. Loyalty bonus, no. Let's just take those green outlined ones when you can. And Rome itself has only 2 more slots before we run out of room here. So we got to make it good. Rome doesn't even have a farm yet? Rome doesn't have a farm? Rome needs a farm. That's the basic thing, right? 12 food because we've got wool and cattle nearby. So yes, I think we'll take the free food because these guys can be redistributed to other places. All right, this is the turn. I can feel it. 35% chance we're going to get that one more time. Come on. Come on. I don't know if this updates dynamically, if we gained it or not. I think it does. Trade deal being... Oh my god, all these trade deals. These guys... No, we're going to wind up fighting you soon. I don't want that. Yeah, not if you're not paying me more than they're going to cost. No. 100 money for foot? No. Nobody gets anything. Okay. Let's see. Lots of open slots down here in the boot. The tip, the toe. Solid walls is good. If we have to get in a fight with Carthage, I want a nice, solid defense on this angle here. Yeah, definitely. Because what does that get? Two extra wall levels, siege resist 3, garrisons 2, all good. Doesn't even cost anything. All right. This poor bastard is still dealing with all the pain. All right, so we've got Eternus up here on the coast. Ah, finally, regional roads. We've been trying to get this road network built up for a while. Trade range increase is very important because it means that they can source things from further away, so the buildings are much more efficient if you build them there. What else is going on down in the boot? We have 6 open slots over here. On the plains... Ah, city walls. We did say we want city walls everywhere, but we also want a theater everywhere. Theater. I can't resist those theaters. They're good. 10 culture for a little bit of decadence? Come on. Uh-oh. Come on. There it goes. We're still not getting that progress token. We're definitely in the top third, though. Athens is way at the top. Look at that. They're a glorious city-state, and they're gaining a golden age, too. These guys want to give us... No, I'm about to go to war with you. You're not going to get my troops. Seed region? Syracuse is offering for me to cede to them territory in exchange for a tiny bit of money? Get the fuck out of here. You call yourself my ally? Come on. New population point. Fantastic. Piscinium on the coast. What are they going to give to us here? If I get... Ooh, a large farm. No slot usage and provides grain. Grain seems valuable. So let's take that. Lucania here. Lots of open slots. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. I don't know that I like any of these. Oh, except Coastal Market gives you that fish bonus. That sweet fish bonus. You got to go for it. I'm actually going to increase our navy a little bit and buy one more of these Covis warships. Because I feel like we're going to need it when we go to war with the Celtics. The Celts. The Celts! Now, we're still in the top third, right? Yeah, 24 and above. 35% chance to gain a progress token every turn. We just keep missing it. We just keep missing it. Oh, I just realized the Twitch chat has been down, but nobody said anything, so it's K. We held our position, and it looks like we didn't gain any more progress tokens. Dang it. It's taking too long. The whole provide troops thing is really annoying. We need to cut that way down. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well, I guess we're not going to war with the Celts then. We're going to have to shift all our armies real quick. I might build a few more troops to make sure that our army is what it is. So we're going to send that down to Rome. Rome's going to queue up some troops here. Maybe a couple more Italian provincial units. Because they don't cost a lot. And maybe 2 more cavalry? Yeah. There we go. That's not too much. And then up here, I just need more defenses. Training ground. Excellent. It's green. Yep. Training ground. Green. We need more red buildings so that we can upgrade our walls. Though somehow this has solid walls, even though it doesn't have 3 red buildings. So it's good that this is solidly constructed, but we need these to get upgraded to solid walls so that I no longer have to worry about these stupid raids that are coming through here. Or at least so that I don't have to worry about a surprise invasion taking over a bunch of my stuff. Okay, so building slots are what they're doing. This is going to really throw us off because I need to take those areas in the north. And whoa, the Belgae! They are hella strong. What do we need to know about them? Regions military. What does it mean, regions military? Information based on... Oh, okay. I see. I'm guessing we don't know much about the Belgae. Yeah, lots of question marks is what it is there. But damn, that's a bit concerning. I can only hope the quality of our troops is higher. What's the situation with the Belgae? They are a tier 2 tribe, and they're decadent. They may actually collapse in the near future. So that's good. They'll fall into a civil war, and I won't have to worry about them again. I hope. So again, building some walls here, and it was just in time, apparently. Trading post. Decent amount of money, but not for those other things. But, seed storage. No. Let's go back here. Do we have no slots there? I'm actually going to let those walls construct as fast as possible. Alright. Well, we've done everything we can. We're now at war with Carthage. And hopefully we get to take over that piece of Sicily. If we're attacking from Syracuse, I don't think that works the same way as in other games. Damn it! We need that final point. Hang on. Why isn't this an objective anymore? Oh, they've just given us new objectives. Son of a bitch. We were just about to take that one. I guess we haven't. It's been too long. Oh, conquered Tunis. No freaking problem. Ay, ay, ay. The patrician party is still going to stay there, which is good because they've got diplomacy and they've got military, and I'm all about that. But the enemy fleet strength is very strong. I guess I could try building even more ships. Have at least 10 of these Corvus ships. I don't know if we can walk from here to here. Is that even possible? No, you have to take a naval route. Ooh. Well, we're going to walk here and then take a shorter naval route. So let's build even more of those Corvus ships, if we can. There, now we've got 15 coming in. That should hopefully be enough. An Ursurer, loyalty penalty, decadence increase, but lots of money. I'm going to say no to that. Regular farm, good. Take these guys, put them down here. Take this, put it here. The farm's going to make up for that soon. And hopefully that area will become cultural. Oh, the bingo. We're getting more legacy now because of that cultural change. Ooh, extra population. Always good. So let's see. What is other building situation here? We got 5 open slots down in Lucania. A brickwork doesn't seem necessary at the moment. Street parlor gives us lots of culture and money from papyrus. Yeah, let's do that. The growth situation, 19% is a good discount. An aqueduct would give us an extra 12% discount. Costs a lot of infrastructure, though. Let's gain the culture. I'm going to keep prioritizing culture just so I don't have a civil war. Mercenary Recruitment Center. What does that do? Mercenary auctions. That must be a decision you can take sometimes. I don't need a barracks there. Ooh, a school. We're already getting papyrus, so all this does is give us an extra 2 culture, and it reduces decadence even further. I think it's an upgrade for one of the things we have, right? Replaces the preceptor house, whatever that is. So it goes from culture 3 to culture 5, and the decadence reduction goes from -40 to, well, -0.4 to -0.6. So that's a good pick. Our decadence situation in this particular province is already pretty high, mostly because of these extra structures that we have. The trade port, abandoned palace, the preceptor house helps a little bit. Okay. Harness. Oh, way up here. We don't need an archery building there. A wheelmaker doesn't help us as much. We already got hemp in the area. A fishery doesn't give us quite as much food. A theater. Let's keep that loyalty, cultural thing going. Okay. Now our army's marching down there. Our navy's going to get pumped up so it can guard our army while it moves over to Sicily. All right, come on. Let's see that extra point of... Damn it. We are just getting very unlucky. It's been, what, 7, 8 turns with no progress? Oh, they're going to ask for more stuff, aren't they? I'm going to stop making these cooperation agreements because all they do is then just like the Belgae. I mean, you own a territory I have to take, so I don't think I can do the cooperation agreement. Sorry, buddy. Nope. Nope. Oh, they got rid of the abandoned palace, which means we lost a little bit of legacy, but we also lost some decadence there, so that's good. Macedonia has been declared a new objective for Rome. Fantastic. Alright, street parlor's been completed. So now we have this nice big fleet. We're going to pick a good general for them if we can. Determined. Wilderness expert. No. I think we... Coward. I do kind of want that one too, but it's a coward. It's not. He's not going to be sieging things. So let's take this Marcinius guy. He's just going to be defending our army while it takes the sea route across over to Syracuse. That's all you have to do. So we need a nice high defense value. Look at all these roads we've got going on here. We need level 2 roads up here in Arnis, and then we'd have one on almost the whole coast. This needs level 2 roads, which means we need more of these. I hate to choose a quarry, though. We already produce fish right nearby. A gladiator school. Decadence increased, but a huge loyalty bonus. Revolt risk increased by 15% of the current rate. The gladiator revolt. No, we're going to say no to this, and we're going to hope for some better infrastructure projects so that we can get upgraded roads here. That's our priority there. Same thing for this one. We either want a good weapons depot. Yep, that's a good one. But so is a preserved food house. We already found out that gives us this health, but also siege resist 3 is super good. It's even giving us a little bit of money. But a wheel maker, we don't get the bonus from the lumber. Street parlor gives us money and culture. Let's go with the wheel maker. I'm a little bit... No, you know what? We're going to go with the weapons depot. We're just going to move some of these down over here. That's all. That'll make up for the concern I have about not enough infrastructure. Okay, so what's going on here? We've got... This area has tons of slots. We need to start building here. Again, I want to do something that lets us upgrade this road. A clay pit. It produces stone, but I just hate that health penalty. There's got to be another way. I got to wait for a wheelhouse. In the meantime, let's get a salt house to get food and health, because their 27% bonus is good, but not great. And up here, 5 open slots. Up in this northern area. What is that going to get? We can get the culture bonus from the marble and increase our infrastructure. I think so. And up here, we're still building that military. Okay. So I think we're almost ready to go over and take those little pieces of Sicily from Carthage. And then maybe... oh, Syracuse already did it. Damn you, Syracuse! Uh-oh. Stormy coastal water. Let's see how this works. I've never actually seen a naval battle. Oh, they have ranged guys. They're trying to exhaust my not ranged guys. These light warships are apparently ranged. Maybe that's why I need the light warships. -1 for being relentless. That's the general. Defense penalty -1. Is it a defense penalty? Oh, I attacked him. He had... I didn't see the troops there, but he definitely had troops there. I see. So 6 combat rating. They have 8 combat rating. Holy crap. Tetrareme. Okay. Well, we've got a better chance here, though. And we're going to have... Yeah, there you go. They evaded. And now we've got the flanking situation. Yeah, sunk them. Evaded. And crushed them. Yeah. Pursuit phase, we might kill more of them. Jesus, that's so loud. Why is everything else in the game quiet except for that? So we've secured the coastal water here. Yeah, we've got our 4th point. Finally. Unfortunately, we don't have an objective to take to kick us right up into the Empire situation, but better than nothing. No. Let's look at the rest of the decision, see if we're missing anything else. Build some light ships. We can build them the old-fashioned way. Slave markets. Yeah, let's disperse some slaves. There we go. Let's build a few light ships now that I think about it. And it turns out the light ships have something the other ones don't. They have that ranged... They have a flanking modifier of 1. Range defense 4. Oh, our light ships are not ranged. This Corvus heavy warship, is that ranged? Yes! The heavy warship has a ranged attack. So we need to be able to build that. Why can't we build it? We need an adequate harbor. So we need a bigger harbor in one of these areas. Oh, we ran out of building space there. Well, we'll find one eventually. Meantime, our army of conquest can now march across the strait. I don't know that we want to assault it right away. Oh, their power's weak. We can do it. And we're going to need some more... Wow, these areas have a lot of slots still available. We have a lot of infrastructure we got to spend. A crafter district takes up no slots, just gives us money. Yeah, those yellow slots are pretty hard to say no to. Or those green slots, rather. I'm going to take it. 6 open slots here in Umbria. Bingo! Finally, regional roads. Now, hang on a tick. Oh, yeah, okay. The lead mine is our third infrastructure area. And Etruria has a bunch of open slots. What are we going to specialize this towards? Well, nothing. We're just going to take the green ones for now. All right. We have... Oh, the people in Apulia felt the abandoned local palace. Okay, so we lose a little bit of... that's good. We gain the progress token. Fantastic. One more and we become a young empire. Which could very well happen this turn. I'm not sure it's a good idea. I just don't want to become a decadent republic. It looks like Syracuse is actually going to win this war before I even really get a chance to fight it. They're going to take all of Sicily. Then it's going to be difficult for me to actually get Sicily from them. Got to make them a client state or something. Ugh, it's like clockwork. All these nations constantly are proposing these stupid... No, I want to declare war on you, so you stop this. I'm just going to ignore it. What about now? Training ground. I think that's good, because again, we're going to make this a little recruiting center for us. And the training ground, does that give any... No. But it does give a bonus of 5 XPs when created. Okay. So the Syracuse army is already over here, ready to attack. Hopefully they don't attack, though. And we didn't wind up building any extra of those. Are these armies need healing? No. Nope, they recovered for the most part. So that's fine. I'm just going to leave them where they are. Food usage 11. Forage value 11. So expected army food usage 11. So they're not taking anything from the area that they're in. We do like them crafter districts, don't we? They just keep popping up. No greens. So a coastal market, lots of food. A ranch, not a lot of food. But yeah, let's take the coastal market. It also gives us some money. We already started that, so what's the rest of the situation here? Lots of crafter districts all at the same time. That's interesting. So down in the boot, siege workshop, lots of equipment. But we don't necessarily need that. I don't want to pay the money to import the leather. That's what it comes down to. A fortune teller. Ugh. Small loyalty bonus. Small amount of money. Having a shepherd house here wouldn't be terrible. I just don't think it's worth the slot. 8% reduction in growth, that's probably worth the slot. Coal is still nearby, so we don't need that. I'm not a huge fan of any of these, but we're going to take the Fortune Teller for the loyalty bonus because we just need one more level 1 culture building. And then we'll start seeing level 2 culture buildings. Huzzah! Alright, so we've got everything locked in. Let's see if we can take that tip of... Yes! Yes! We got this, right? Come on. Got to look that up. Jesus. Hello, Shadow! So far, so good. Yeah, crushed him. Alright, we don't even have to look at the rest of this. We're good. We won the battle. Now I'm gonna go into the settings. For some reason, it doesn't open from that. I mean, that includes the sound of, like, clicking on things, but at least that won't make the battle sounds being ridiculous. And the clicking sounds aren't very satisfying anyway. So, Rome has taken a piece. Excellent. We're a glorious republic, burgeoning on a young empire. And we got... Why did we get 12 all of a sudden? The hell gave us a big boost from last turn? They want me to relinquish my objective. And you know what? I want that too. And they'll provide me with Illyrian skirmishers. It's kind of cool. I don't know if those are good, but why not? Syracuse is proposing they want some foot units for manpower. No. But I do kind of want them to be my client state. Did they raid me again? Distribute the slaves. The local forces crushed the invaders, thank God, but still, why are they still raiding me? It's not acceptable. I won't accept it. I don't like any of these options. Maybe a brickwork, but we don't have stone available as a bonus. We could get stone fairly easily from one of the regions around it, I'm sure. Ooh. Yep, the Belgae have split. I think that's what these... This must be a rebellion from the Belgae, because that didn't exist. I'm going to guess that's what happened. They lost their capital in a swift attack. General died, blah, blah, blah. People are fomenting trouble in one of our provinces. The new one we have here. So just conquered religious trouble, and it's occupied. So, what's Carthage's thought about peace where I take that thing? Absorb nation, please. I don't think that they will take that one as a possibility. So our war score's 14. War duration. I own some of their objectives. Requesting cede province. I want them to cede this province from me, but apparently... Huh. Oh, cede province. That's okay. I got it. Discard changes. What I'm looking for is cede region, and then I can choose the one that I'm already occupying. It's a very low chance, but it's not nothing. Let's see what happens. Because I need this army to come back north and fight the Celts. That's what I need. And you know, I might just go and attack them with my navy to try and force them into this. 6 slots in Etruria. What do we want Etruria to focus on? I kind of want Liguria to be my trade area in the north. I can't see. Oh, there it is, trade. They have copper, which is quite valuable. And they manufacture wool and coal right now, and it might be more in the future. So that's going to be... So I've got Campania as my trade source in the south here, which should theoretically supply everybody down here. And this will be my trade region in the north. Or maybe Venetia. Just because, you know, it's easy to remember. So what do we build here, then? A vineyard produces wine. The only wine is actually pretty far away. But a market's not awful. 15's okay. Ooh, a Thalassan temple. Food and culture. And decadence reduction. It needs coral, though. But it can be imported from someplace that we already have. Excellent. Coral. I didn't know Brutium has had coral. And their trade range here is pretty good. Oh, trade range is 4. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's using the sea route. Okay, that's good. So, what I'm going to do is send my navy. I mean, we should just go take Carthage, right? Just take the capital. It's an objective. I should have it. Actually, there's a navy right here. Go get that and then end your turn over there. Okay. We'll see if they say yes to this peace. Seems unlikely, but we might get lucky. Because we really need to turn our attention north. Ah, we got our final point of progress. Yes! We are a young empire now. Which actually increases our decadence, unfortunately. Rome can be reformed as the Empire of Rome. Oh, so we're given the opportunity to change our government to an empire. We'll get an increased penalty from decadence. Be sure not to slip into the lowest tier of the CDR. You will lose the possibility to evolve. So, I did want to find out, where are we getting? We must have had a lot of things past that cultural threshold around the same time. The Seleucids have plus 31 a turn. How the hell are we ever going to catch them? I think the only way is to evolve our government. I mean, right now we are getting an extra 35% legacy, but that's just not a lot because we don't have a lot basing it. Shall we become an empire? Is it too soon? Let's do it. Let's look at it one more time. What changes? We go from a republic, which gives us more. We lose the commerce bonus, and we gain a culture bonus and a bonus of creation of units, but our decadence is increased. Decadence gain is further increased by 45% because of glorious nation and aristocratic elite. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, good. Southern Greece is a new objective for Rome. Seems unlikely, but... Alright, so we're going to... go fight the Carthaginians on their homeland. Because we can. And we have lots of buildings that can be built in these areas. Always said I'm going to go for city walls if I can. And an anchorage if we can. Those green ones are very nice when they pop up. Now, down in this corner... Ooh, we already have papyrus, so this gives us money and culture. Let's not say no to that. So up here in the north, probably some resources that... Piscinium, Physician House, Brickwork doesn't have the stone. We're going to need stone up here for those bonuses. Ooh, Delicacy Shop needs dates, so we're going to have to trade for it. But it gives us 9 money and 6 culture. That doesn't seem too terrible. Decadence increases by 0.2, though. 3 to 1 increase, but it's not quite. Physician's House is a tier 2 structure. It actually gives you a siege resistance, which we do want this to be a bulwark, so let's do that. And Rome now has a final building slot we can take advantage of here. Salt House might be the one. Ooh, Coastal Fortress. Seaward Protection. A crafter district might be necessary, though. Unless one of these other ones are things we can't normally get. I mean, this is nice. I mean, I feel like the capital definitely should have this, right? It definitely should. Salt House is also good. I think we got to go with the Coastal Fortress. A barracks here. That's exactly what we want. Because we're going to be raising troops here if we ever have to. But a brickwork... Yeah, I'm going to take the brickwork because we're going to... We have a brickwork over here that needs stone. We're going to try to build a stone-producing building here so that it can provide it to all the areas around. Because a lot of things need stone to help that infrastructure. Okay. So these guys are going to go into the ocean and be escorted by the ships next turn over to North Africa. I don't think I want to keep Carthage. Oh. They came on shore first. And we crushed them. And we crushed them. Okay. So we lost 2 legacy per turn because we've grown up to a young empire. But that's okay. Our decadence is under much better control now. What do they want? Stop asking. Oh, they've got to fix this. Spread those slaves out. Yes, they will. Look at that. So we don't get any from government. I think we have to get to the glorious empire stage to get free stuff here. And that's just the way it is. Oh, we no longer have... Yeah, we get individual rulers now that rule until they die, I think, instead of the parties, the factions. So that sucks, because this guy's not very good at administrating things. So I think we want to invade something that's not that capital. That's where we'll stand there. Another green one. Major harbor. Siege resistance. Etruria is becoming very important to us now. And this doesn't cost any more upkeep. So yeah, free manpower, free money, free siege resistance. How can you say no to a major harbor? Up here... Oh... And anchorage is good, and so is land expansion. Yes. But this is a permanent... No, it doesn't cost anything if we're getting it from Campania. Permanent reduction to our infrastructure, but the bonus is we get an extra building slot. Let's do it. And in the south, the toe... Huh. Aqueduct. If we get the stone here, the brickwork will work much more effectively. And is that the case over here too? We have brickwork in any of these other places? No. We'll get metal. Oh, this is that temple thing. We lost some culture from not having fish, but we might get fish. And the decadence and the culture going down is good. I'm pre-preparing for all this culture situation. Carthage rejected our offer of peace. Italic rebels are revolting against Rome. Oh, it looks like we still won against them. Ethnicity. Highly Semitic. Oh, wow. I did not realize this is... almost all slaves. This is all slaves. Wow. Okay. That's why the loyalty is so low here. I mean, the regional modifiers also, but, alright then. The garrison appears to have put the rebellion down. Now, what of Syracuse? Would you... Oh, you're proposing a trade deal, so I can't actually propose anything. Dang it. Let's see how the Romans do. Okay. We made it over to Africa. Scipio Africanus a little early. Look how high we are on this chart right now. I mean, that's great, but our legacy points aren't climbing nearly as fast as some of the others. Yeah, definitely not doing that. Not doing that. Nope. Ooh. Augment productivity or reduce unrest from slaves. Yes, please. I think we want to free some of our slaves. Region of the Government of Science building, slaves can have their base unrest penalty permanently reduced by 1. Oh, that's interesting. Freedmen laws. If a region has a governmental building like a courthouse or palace, it has a 50% chance of returning to a quieter state if in unrest, or 50% chance of converting a single slave to a citizen if not. Regions with slave market reduce loyalty by 10. Incite foreign slaves to revolt. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Ooh. Academies and libraries have bright minds, so let's think as these scientists, blah, blah, blah. 1 productivity level nationwide in the agriculture job. This is interesting. I wonder why we're allowed to have this, because our money is at least a lot. Okay. Let's do the cultural job. I'm a little... No, I think money's what we need. So this is under siege right now. We can actually just take it before they show up. Assault the thing. It's not that big. So the other thing is we've got forage value of 10, food usage of 14, but that we're okay. Oh, these need a general here. Damn. Send a general, quick! Do you have a logistician? No. This is a plain hill plain, so This guy. The way that the supply works in this is we're foraging for the 10, then we're getting the extra 4 from the ships. Each ship provides 1 supply point to armies that are on the coast. The ships, however, look like they're not doing very well. They've got the tattered banners, which show that they're weakened. These guys aren't weakened at all. I think the ships need a coastal port, though. So this food usage the ships are doing probably not going to work out for us until we take that port that they're sieging. The interlopers were soundly defeated. Well, I would hope so. Okay. End turn. Let's see. I think we're going to call it after this turn here. We'll call it at turn 60. We did 30 yesterday. We'll do 30 today. So this is the assault. They only have 6 units defending. That's easy. Boom. Crunched. Rome has taken a piece of North Africa for ourselves! So when we come back... Nope. What does Syracuse want? Counter-proposal. None of those things. Instead, you become my client state. No? Not a good likelihood, huh? Because they want something from me. I could give you manpower. No, wrong way. They always want these stupid units. What if I also give you some money to become my client state? Or metal? How about I give you lots of metal? Like, let's say 560. Now there's a chance. What if I also give you some manpower? Huh? Well, this is very easy to bribe them to become a client state, isn't it? I can eventually just absorb them, so I don't have to fight them. So meanwhile, let's see if we can't get Carthage to see peace. All we want is that little tiny piece here. We own some of their objectives, which they don't like. They think they have the upper hand on relative combat power. And it's a defensive war. Alright, let's send it anyway. 24% chance is better than nothing. We could actually, like, take all of these provinces, because they don't have walls. So I think if we just walk in, we'll take those provinces. Actually, let's go here, and then come back. I guess you can't go and come back, huh? Or can I hold control? There we go. Yeah, I think that means they'll take this, because it has no walls, and then they'll come back. We'll just gain 1 extra piece. Meanwhile, can we have these guys go to port and repair themselves? It looks like we can. Unsupplied last turn means they took some damage, but this can supply them, right? Right? Maybe. Alright, I think we're going to call it there, guys. We'll find out what happens next time. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow morning.